counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review that with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Tamayo, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did, and I would like to address the court so I can just let you know what I'm doing in Texas. I'm from California.
Okay, I mean,
It ain't gonna make a difference.
all right, then maybe your attorney doesn't want to talk about what you're doing here. All right, counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Proceeding on count 2 waiting.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you cite it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand your charge of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1B, 4 grams to 200 grams? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Today, we're stepping into the chaos of a courtroom meltdown, where a guy with zero chill learns the hard way that the judge runs the show. He walks in like he owns the place, full of swagger and bad vibes, flipping around in his chair like it's recess, rolling his eyes like it's a game, and basically daring the court to notice him. The number one rule in a courtroom: don't try to be the main character unless you're ready for the consequences. But this guy skips that memo and launches into some bizarre comedy routine thinking it'll win hearts. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Judges are not here for the jokes, they're here for justice. And there's an actual Rule 35, that backs them up. If you act out and disrespect the process, you're asking for trouble. Watching this is like watching someone roast the barista before their coffee gets made. Bold, sure, but also wildly dumb. So what do you think? Is he just being wild? Or is this some misunderstood genius moment? Either way, buckle up, because it's about to get messy.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
I try not to, but yes.
Well, I mean, it's either you did or you did not. If you want a jury trial, we can set you for jury trial.
No, I just give up the rights.
All right.
Right?
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Tamayo, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, but I would like to
Anyone?
tell somebody
Yes.
about you. I came to visit a cousin in July, and I was here only for a month. It took 5 months for me to see a court date. I lost my brother. I lost my cousin that I came to visit while I was in Kasher. Lost my aunt. Lost my sister-in-law too. And I was hoping for probation. You know what I mean? Go to Victory Outcry and get a blueprint and help out the community. Give you guys a year and have the community speak for itself. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, what I can tell you is this is Texas, not California, and that's not the way things are done here. So my question is,
I also know what's constitutional. Not constitutional.
has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
Nah,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
I just finished doing 10 years.
All right. Has anyone promised you anything other than this plea bargain agreement?
No,
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
anywhere I can't complain.
All right. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am. In
Court will find
California.
that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
I understand it all.
According to the plea, state is proceeding on count 2. Punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Into the offenses charged in count two, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offers State's Exhibit number 1 and attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
I signed a paper to get extradited. They said 30, 60, 90 days. Am I going to get extradited back to California?
And then out of nowhere, this guy straight up tells the judge he wants to be sent back to California, like he's booking a vacation. Instead of facing charges, is this a courtroom or some kind of travel concierge situation? Does he think West Coast prisons come with beach views and brunch options? Someone make it make sense, because my brain just short-circuited. You can practically see Judge Boyd clinging to the last thread of patience like a tightrope walker in a windstorm, and honestly give her a medal for not cutting the mic right then. And there his lawyer, poor soul, is doing mental gymnastics, just trying to keep the ship afloat, but you can read it all over his face. He knows the damage is done. This man just put himself on the fast track to a maximum security reality check. If this isn't a living, breathing example of how to blow your shot in court, I don't know what is. And the way he's standing there, so chill, so smug, like he's got the whole room on strings, it's wild. Maybe he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, or maybe he's just completely detached from the moment. Either way, it's a train wreck in slow motion, and Judge Boyd is the only one keeping the wheels from flying off. Let's see how long that lasts.
You're going to serve your time in custody in Texas prison, and then they will transfer you.
I thought I was going to get extradited before that.
All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, hell yeah.
All
I
right.
love Texas. Yeah.
Court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's to be no contact with Sandra L. Torres.
Why is that?
All right. Counsel, is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights? And I'm sorry, also no contact with Julian Rodriguez
How do you know that, dude? I met him that day.
and Christy Brown. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain, counsel, did he review the document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Good luck with you.
Do you think 3 years was fair? This guy barely got a taste of freedom before landing himself right back behind bars. It's like he's speedrunning the prison circuit like it's some kind of twisted game. And under the 3 strikes law in certain states, things could have been way worse. One more serious offense, and he could have been staring down a life sentence. So honestly, 3 years might have been a gift compared to what it could have been. But what really blows my mind is the attitude he's giving off, like prison is some kind of club. He's proud to be part of, grinning, laughing, acting like none of it matters, like he's collecting time behind bars. The way people collect sneakers for real. Judges don't just look at the charges, they watch how you carry yourself. Rule 32 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure gives them room to factor that in. So standing there cracking jokes and smirking, yeah, not exactly helping your cause. At some point you'd hope a light bulb goes off and he realizes this isn't a flex, it's a dead end. But maybe he's not there yet. Maybe he never will be. Either way, the system gave him another lesson, and he chose not to take notes. Thanks for tuning in. Stay sharp, stay out of trouble, and we'll catch you next time.